Welcome back to the Fallen Tree, where we continue on our off-grid man cave. Today we'll be going inside and sliding a little sunshine into the inside of the cabin. When we go in right now, it's a little gloomy. We got a lot of windows, but I want to add a little bit more light, and here's where I want to do it. In that opening there, we're going to add the sliding door that we took out of the house to install the French door. I'll leave a link in the description of when we did that. But for now, here's where we're going to put it on the outside. It's going to add a little bit of character to the cabin, and I think it's going to look really good. So first, we're going to start off by measuring and making sure that I have the rough dimensions that I need and what we need to cut out to make this happen. So I install this screw from the inside out, that way I can mark it and cut it from the outside. This will give me a place to stick my chalk line to make my cuts. Now if you're new to the journey and the channel, you're going to want to take this time to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below, so you can follow my journey from tree to cabin and the exciting ride it takes. So first, we're going to start out by chalking this line on the outside so we can cut out the opening that we marked from the inside. Okay, I'm going to try to cut this all out in one piece. Maybe we can use it somewhere else. Okay, this is going to show my age a little bit. But right here, I felt like the Kool-Aid man bursting through a wall. And as we've done in past episodes, we're using the hammer and the chisel along with the saw to create these notches for the support of the overhang, which will be pocketed right into the side here before we put in the door. Get it all leveled up, screwed in. And now that we got these two supports on, we can now install the door, and then we'll continue on the overhang after getting the door installed. The next step in the process is we're going to add a generous bead of silicone to the bottom edge of the door to keep out drafts and create a watertight seal at the bottom edge. For the next part, you're probably going to need a helper. These doors are pretty heavy, but my helper didn't want to be on camera, so we'll respect that. So as you see, I installed these blocks to help hold the window in place while I level the bottom up. After leveling the bottom, I'm going to pull numbers corner to corner to square up my door. In theory, if the bottom's level, and when I pull my numbers corner to corner, they match, the door will also be plumb and square. After that, we'll throw in the nails along the edge to secure the door in place. Now that we got the frame installed, we'll put in the sliding door. For this, you just kind of lift it up into the top track and try to place it on the bottom track. There's some little wheels on the bottom of it that you may have to use a little sash bar or a small pry bar to get it up and onto the track itself. Okay, got the door installed. Now it's time to get off to the overhang and get that finished up. So with the supports all notched in from before, I created these little wedges to go up top just to create the roof line itself. And then I'm going to install a brace at the bottom to give a little bit extra support. And it's going to add a little curb appeal as well, I believe. I'm going to keep this design very simple. Now that I've got the supports and the slope, I'm just going to take and throw a couple purlins across the top, throw on some fascia, and then it's off time to throw on a little roofing material. For that, we're going to use the same metal siding as we used for the porch roof. I'll add a link in the description below for that episode of our journey, in case you missed it. Okay, it's almost done. We've got our drip edge on, our metal roofing. Now just to put the sidewall flashing on top, and that will complete this little roof. So here's the finished product. Nothing fancy, just a little roof to keep the rain off of the door, and add a little bit more dimension to the cabin. Here's a look from the inside. I mean, as you can see, we've got a long ways to go, but we're coming along slowly but surely. So now all there is to do is sit back and relax for the rest of the day and enjoy what I've created. So as always, thank you for joining my journey. If you enjoyed it, click like. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Share with your friends.